Making a girl like you over text is very easy. It's a very simple thing to do. Yet a lot of guys just don't know how to do it. Right? A guy will start texting a girl that he likes and he will unknowingly be making mistakes that cause her to go from liking him to not liking him. Right? He had a chance with her and he didn't know that he was screwing it up based on how he was texting her. Then when he eventually asks her out or he shows some interest, she rejects him. So what I'm going to do now is give you 3 rules to remember, and I'm going to give you an example. And then you'll understand what to do when you're texting a girl you like to make her like you and want to see you in person. Number 1, don't take the conversation too seriously. So a lot of guys take conversations with women too seriously, and women can sense it. Women can sense the neediness, the subtle desperation, where the guy is hoping to get a chance with her, right? It comes across in how he's approaching the interaction with her, and that happens in person and via text. Additionally, when a guy takes a conversation too seriously with a girl or with a woman, it's not always just about the neediness. Sometimes it's about the boredom factor, right? So when a guy is interacting with a girl that he likes and he's texting her and he's being too serious, that's boring for girls. That doesn't mean a guy needs to be silly and be messing around all the time. Instead, he needs to just be a little bit more relaxed and easygoing and not be so serious when he's texting her. So in this example, it's a girl he knows, has texted before, and wants to date. He reaches out and says, "How was your day?" "Good, and you?" "Good, I went to the gym after work and am now preparing dinner." She then doesn't reply, and he waits 10 minutes and texts her again. "Do you go to the gym?" "Yes, sometimes." "Cool, what do you mostly focus on at the gym?" She then replies with a question mark because she either doesn't know what he is getting at there or she's wondering why he's asking her that sort of question. He then says, "I mean, do you lift weights or do cardio or both?" "I just do whatever." "Oh, okay. I mostly do weightlifting and sometimes do cardio. Too much cardio isn't good for building muscle." And she then doesn't reply. He's trying to have a serious conversation with her about going to the gym and working out because he either wants to show her that he's a serious guy, he's disciplined, he's doing things in his life, or he thinks he needs to find something in common with her and that's going to make her like him. Yet, you don't need to do all of that to get a woman to like you via text. It's a lot easier, and you don't have to be so serious about it. You don't have to try so hard. Now I'm going to give you an example of texting her in a way where you're not taking it so seriously. And this is magnetically attractive to women in person and via text. It signals a lack of neediness. It signals confidence. It also makes her realize that other women would like you too, based on the way that you're behaving. So then her competitive nature kicks in where she wants to get the guy rather than other girls getting the guy. She wants to be able to get the guy that other girls want. So if you want to make a girl like you over text, don't take the conversation so seriously and it will automatically display traits that are magnetically attractive to her. Let's begin. So the previous guy said, "How was your day?" And there's nothing wrong with reaching out to a woman and saying that, but in this case, I'm going to approach the conversation in a much more relaxed way where I'm not trying to be formal and so forth. I'm just relaxed and talking to her as though everything is cool between me and her. So the guy sends a photo of the dinner he's making that is almost ready. And he texts, "Dinner's almost ready, ... Looks yum. Sorry, I only made enough for one. You'll go to bed hungry tonight." And she replies with a sad face and the tongue sticking out. Now, I could have replied with, "Sorry, I only made enough for one," and the emoji with the tongue sticking out, and that would have been fine as well. But I just decided to text, "You'll go to bed hungry tonight," because it's sort of the thing that a parent would say to a child when they're not behaving well and then they're not going to get any dinner and you're going to go to bed hungry tonight and so forth. It's just really off the cuff, just saying whatever I want to say, not taking it so seriously. If she gets it or doesn't get it, I'm not concerned at all. I'm just rolling with it and it's up to her to get it. She's going to be getting a chance with me. It's not the other way around where, "Oh, I'm going to be getting a chance with her. Hopefully I can get her." I come from a place of confidence where girls like me automatically and therefore I don't really need to try and hopefully make sure that I'm being as nice as possible and so forth to hopefully get a chance with her. I'm just rolling with it. So in this example, the guy then replies with a laughing emoji to show her that he is also being playful and easygoing. And he says, "I'll invite you over next time. Bring some wine if you want. Deal?" "Sure, sounds good." Anyway, so how was your day, girl? Did you finish the project you were telling me about? Almost. It will be finished by tomorrow. Cool, well let's have a drink tomorrow night in the city to celebrate. What time do you finish? Yes, I need to let my hair down a little after so much work lately. Finish at 5:30. And then I reply with something where I'm just saying it because I feel like saying it, and I'm not worried if she doesn't like it or not, or if she doesn't get it or whatever. I'm just rolling with it. This girl likes me. I'm going to say whatever I want and be playful and not take it seriously. And she's going to feel attracted because it's displaying a lack of neediness, a lack of desperation where it's like, okay, she said yes to meeting up with me. I need to close this right away. Instead, I reply with, I prefer when you tie your hair up, but anyway. So that's in response to her saying she needs to let her hair down, which is just a figure of speech where she just wants to relax and have a good time and so forth. But I'm taking it literally and saying I prefer when she ties her hair up, just in a joking way. I'm not taking it so seriously. She then replies with, LOL, really? Kidding, you can let your hair down tomorrow night. And she replies with the laughing emoji. Okay, you finish at 5:30, so see you at Madison Bar at 5:45. Okay, I should be able to get there by then. Might be 5 minutes or so late. It's a let your hair down kind of night, so it's all good, no stress. See you then, Soph. Right, so her name is actually Sophie, but he's saying Soph because he's talking to her as though everything's cool between him and her. He doesn't have to be totally formal all the time and make sure that he's being on his best behavior and so forth. He's a guy who is magnetically attractive to women. He's one of those guys who just talks to women and knows that they like him, right? He doesn't have to try hard. And women love that. They feel magnetically attracted to that. She then replies with, see you then, with a smiley face and the cocktail. So the thing is, I could have taken that conversation in 100 different directions and be displaying that trait of not taking conversations with women so seriously that then signals a lack of neediness, a lack of desperation. It signals confidence and makes her start to think that, hang on, other girls are going to like this guy. I need to get him before other girls do. It sets that off in a woman. And you may have seen it with a guy you know, or a guy that you went to school with, university with, you work with, or a friend of yours, a cousin, whoever it may be. You may have come across a guy in your life who doesn't seem to really try at all around women, and they just want him, they love him, they hover around him, they try to interact with him and get his attention and so forth, and he has his choice with women. It's very easy for him. On the other hand, you may have noticed a guy in your life who is always trying to get the girl, right? He's serious and, so what do you do? And, oh yeah, how long you been doing that? And so forth, and he's trying his best to make sure that the girl sees that he's a good guy. Right, he'd be a good boyfriend for her. He actually cares about her. Now, the thing is, a woman does want a guy who cares about her and is serious about her, but caring about a woman and being really serious is not what makes a woman want a guy, right? She wants to feel attracted. So the guys that are trying really hard and hoping to get a chance are usually the guys who get rejected. They get friend-zoned. Whereas the guy who has the relaxed confidence where he is not taking conversations with women so seriously just attracts women like it's nothing. It's so easy. You have that magnetic attraction, right? You're magnetically attractive to women. The next rule is don't try to connect with her too much via text. A big mistake that guys make is focusing on developing a connection via text, but in most cases, both the man and woman end up feeling bored by that. In some cases, the woman then stops texting and the guy feels rejected. He then possibly gives up, or he asks if something is wrong or if he said the wrong thing. Alternatively, he begins to obsess over her and falls for her, but she begins to lose interest because she's not feeling attracted to him. It feels more like a friendship to her. He feels attracted to her, but she's not feeling it because he's just trying to connect with her. So if you're texting a girl for the first time, when you match with her on a dating app or after you've gotten her number, or if it's a girl that you know, you shouldn't focus on trying to connect with her and get to know her. Most women don't need that at all. They just want to feel a spark of attraction for you and feel like, okay, wow, okay, there's something between us here, right? There's a spark, there's something that she's feeling. It's not just a neutral thing that she experiences with most guys where there's just chatting going back and forth. It's more like talking to a brother or a co-worker or a friend and so on. When she's texting you, she's feeling sparks of attraction, and therefore she wants something to happen between you and her. As a result, when you suggest meeting up, she says yes. because she's feeling attracted. Also, when it comes to connecting with women via text, if a guy texts a lot to a woman and tries to have a lot of conversation with her via text, a woman can begin to associate him with a lot of work. All right, when she gets a text from a guy that texts a lot and tries to connect with her, that's a big job right there. It's a big task. All right, if she's got other things that she wants to do and that guy's texting her, it's like, well, I'll just ignore it. On the other hand, if a woman gets a text from a guy who is able to make her feel a spark of attraction, then that's something that she wants to engage in. Right? We all want to feel attracted. You know what it's like to feel very attracted to a woman, to feel that excitement, that lust, that desire. Women want to feel that too. They don't want to feel boredom and neutrality and just, talk like friends and there's nothing there. They want to feel a spark for you. So don't focus on connection, focus on attraction. And the third rule is don't ever see her as being in the power position. So a guy commented on one of my videos at some point and he said, it can sometimes feel like things are going well, so you go for the meetup and get shot down, which then puts the power to her. No, it doesn't put her in the power position, right? Sometimes when a guy asks a girl to catch up, she's genuinely busy and he hasn't stuffed up by suggesting a meetup and she says, oh, I can't at the moment, right? She's texting back and forth with him, so therefore she likes him and she just happens to be busy at that point in time, and he then thinks, oh, well, all the power's with her now because I showed interest in meeting up. There's no power exchange there, right? The guy is just being a man and taking the lead, which is attractive to women, right? Women are attracted to masculinity. Women want a guy to have the confidence and masculinity to take the lead and make something happen. Now that said, sometimes when a guy asks a girl out via text, it doesn't work due to a mistake that he had made, right? So he had only been connecting with her first and she felt more like a friend. So she didn't want to catch up with him because she felt like a date would be a waste of her time. Alternatively, rather than saying something like, hey, we should catch up for a drink sometime this week, or hey, let's catch up for a coffee sometime this week, or hey, let's catch up for a bite to eat sometime this week, the guy said, would you like to go out to dinner? Or would you like to go out on a date with me? So sometimes it is based on what the guy is texting, right? He's not texting in an attractive way. He is asking her out to dinner, which is too serious for most women these days. And he's asking her out on a date, which is also suggesting that, hey, this is possibly going to be the start of a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship between you and I. Do you want to go out on a date with me? It's a bit too serious for some women. They prefer language where it's a bit more easygoing, right? Let's catch up, let's meet up and have a coffee, let's have a drink, let's catch up for a quick bite to eat, and so on. Women know that it's the man's role to take the lead, right? So you're never doing the wrong thing by taking the lead, right? It is attractive to women and they want you to do it, but of course they want you to do it in the right way, right? And that being you attract them first and then you say it in the right way. Now, if you've enjoyed what you've been learning so far in this video and you want to get more of an in-depth education on how to attract women via text to get dates, sex, or a relationship, then I recommend that you watch my program, Text Attraction. When you use the text attraction method via text, which is very easy by the way, women automatically feel attracted to you and they feel motivated to show interest. They feel motivated to keep the conversation going and they happily say yes when you suggest a meetup. Text Attraction also comes with a free bonus called 1,200 text examples, and that is a collection of all the texts from the program in order with a table of contents, so you can go back and look at any text you want very quickly and find it, relearn it, and use it when texting live with a woman that you like. One final point that I want to make for you in this video is that if a woman is texting you back, it usually means that she likes you. If she doesn't like you, then you just need to focus on attracting her. When a woman feels attracted to you, she likes you and wants something to happen between you and her. So don't focus on trying to connect with her, get to know her, or get along with her. Instead, focus on making her feel attracted to you. When you do that, you'll see that making a girl like you over text is one of the easiest things you will ever do in life.